Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and this is Joke MW. I'm coming to you live from Lilongwe as usual, and from my lovely home. Yes, I'm home. It's having a bit chilly morning, but the sun is trying to come out. See, it's quite lovely here. So lovely, so lovely. Yeah, sure. It's my home, it's your home as well. If you want to come to Malawi, come. I'll host you. I'll definitely host you. No problem. But this is not what has made me to make this video today. I must apologize that I haven't been able to make videos for about 4, 5, 6 days due to some problems. And one of the problems is a very disturbing problem. It's a very disturbing problem. I'll start from a quotation from Macbeth. To all those people who have read Macbeth, I did in my secondary school time. And on scene 1, act 1, scene 4, if I'm not wrong, there is a quote there which I used to like during my secondary school days. It used to say, sometimes the love that follows us is our enemy. Sometimes the love that follows us is our enemy. Which means, in plain explanation, to say, not everything that we perceive to be love turn out to be love. You know, sometimes we may say those people who may tend to love us sometimes may not be those people who may wish us well. In actual fact, in life, those people whom you may love may end up not to love you in return. But those people whom you may perceive that they don't even love you may turn out to be those very same people who may come forward during your hard times. I think some of you have experienced this. Yes, I'm sure about that. You have experienced this. I think this side is okay. You can see me very clearly. Let me start from this angle to say, some time back, I offered someone who was in trouble. There was a person, a man and a family. He had a family from about 3 people. He had no place to stay. He has no place to stay. His life was hard. So one of the people who were, I think this guy painted this. He's my painter. He painted this house the way you're seeing it. So one of these guys, came to me to say, there is a person. This person has a problem, a very big problem. Maybe you can assist him. And I said, explain it to me. So he explained it to me the way I've explained it to you. To say, he's got a problem. He has no place to stay. So I said, okay, I'll look into that one. So a few days later, I came up with a plan. Besides this establishment which I have here, I have another house which is under construction now. It's bigger than this one which I'm living in. So I have another house, and then I said it's not yet finished, but it has a roof, and I pushed in the window frames. I said it's a very big house, so it's a 4-bedroom house. It's designed to have all the rooms in suite. It has a private garage, but also it has a private toilet inside, a public toilet inside. So it's a 4-bedroom house. It's so big and so huge. So I was looking at this thing to say, if I am help this guy, then I can go and stay in one of the rooms in this house. So that's what I said, and that's what I did. And then I gave him the opportunity to say, maybe if he goes to stay there, then he will be able to sort himself out for the time being. And then that's the kind of thing which I say, if I do this, maybe I'll be able to help him. So this paint of mine went to him. He explained everything to him, and he accepted. He accepted to say, okay, this is what we are going to do, and this is what we are going to try and do. So what I did was, I went there to collect him. I actually provided transport for him, and I took him to the site. He loved the site. There was also, besides the house, there was actually, you see the noise down back there. There's one of my tenants who live behind my house is driving out, so I had to come this way. He liked the place. There was also quite a sizable amount of land which I gave it to him to say, okay, you can farm here if you want, because I don't have a lot of things to do here. So I've been staying there for quite about close to a year now. Close to a year, I think. Sorry for the noise. Yes, sorry for the noise. You see, this is my dog, one of my dogs. I have 4 dogs, and this is one of them. I've let it out terribly so that it should bask in the sun. It likes the sun. She likes the sun so much. She likes the sun so much. So sometimes you better leave your dogs outside to exercise a little bit. The other 3 are so vicious, so I can't let them out. They normally come out at night. Let us proceed. So what I did was to leave him at the site, and I gave him the opportunity to say, you can farm here, and then I'll be helping you because you're living on my property, and you'll be taking care of the property. I'm not employing you, I told him that, but what I'm going to do is to at least, cover your head whilst you're sorting yourself out. So he stayed there for about a year. Then as I'm talking to you right now, guys, 2 months ago I decided to sell the property. Yes, because I was doing something else. So I sold the property to another guy who is not living in Malawi. He's living in South Africa, but he's a Malawian. So I sold it to him. Then I told him about the guy who's staying in the house, and he agreed that the guy can continue living there. The guy can continue living there. So I said, you can stay here for the time being while they see about what they can do. Now, taking you back, why now, after giving you all this thing, why am I saying that I've got a problem now? The problem is that, I saw this thing about 2 months ago, about 2 to 3 months ago, and the guy, I don't know what happened after that. Yeah, so after I had handed him over to the new owner, I decided to, I forgot about him, I should say, so because I thought the whole issue was settled, and there's nothing for me to talk about or complain about, because I thought the guy was okay. But a few days ago, actually yesterday, if not last of yesterday, the day before yesterday, yes, I got this letter. Check out this letter. I got this letter from the labor office, district labor office here in the Lilongwe, and it's coming from this guy. His name is this one, James Chambo. That's his name. So he says he went there to complain that I have terminated his work contract, but also I haven't been giving him any leave pay, but also I did not give him any notice pay, gratuity, severance pay, and public holiday pay. You see? So he's demanding these things from me. So when I got this letter, I said, oh, what is going on now? You can see that's the number. It's official. It's official because it has a stamp here from the labor office. It has a stamp. Then I said, oh, in our earlier agreement, I did not agree I was employing him. No, I was just assisting him to have a place to stay so that he can sort himself out. But as the time went by, he got himself comfortable, and he said, no, he can stay there until when I'm ready to move on with my construction, then that's when he can move out. He wants to set himself as much as he can. So I said, it will take me some time for me to come back and continue the construction at that site which I've sold. So I said, okay, fine. So what we're going to do here is to let him stay there. So with me and my wife, we agreed we'll let him stay there so that he sorts himself out, and we're assisting him with a little something each and every month, so that, you know, whatever thing that we could find. That's, yes, sure, seriously, that's what we were doing, just to make sure that he sustains himself and then he gets back on his feet. But now this little witch has come here. I was so surprised and I was so devastated to say now the guy, I don't know, he was considering himself employed, and then after I had handed him over to the new owners, and now he's coming back to me to say, I want this, I want this, I want this. This is not what we agreed. So I called the guy who linked me up, hooked me up with him, because he still works for me. And then I told him everything. And then I told him, this is, sorry for the noise, someone is pushing a wheelbarrow outside the fence. I told him, this is what we have on the ground, what should we do? So he told me that I should not worry, I should just present the facts that it's because we know the truth, we know whatever thing that is happening. So in short, this is what is happening, guys. This is what is happening, guys. Everything that he has put down here can turn into millions, of course, yes, million, because he's been with me for a year. I was keeping him, but I was just helping him. I was not, I did not employ him. I was not giving him any salary. I did not sign with him any agreement, contract anywhere to say I've employed him. No, I was just helping him to find a place to stay so that he can sort himself out. And now he's turned around to attack me in this way. He's turned around to demand all these things in this way, as per the letter which I've shown you. So what actually, that's why I was saying, sometimes the love that falls is on him, and we need to be very careful when we are doing these things. Of course, actually, I have met so many situations in my life, regarding what people normally do to people. But I should say that this has surprised me so much, and I'm trying to figure out. Actually, I have a few friends who are lawyers, but I'm not ready to engage in them in this one. This is a very little, a very small matter, just needs some explaining. And I think the officials at the Labour Office will be able to understand. But I did this video just to teach those people who are coming down there that these are the things which we can meet in life. And when we meet with these kind of things, you know, we need to be very careful when we are making decisions. We need to be able to balance out between what is right and what is wrong, and what is love and what is not love. The guy, if you were to talk to him, he's so sincere. When he's talking to you, he talks to you in this way whereby you say, you will be confused to say, oh, this is quite a very, very straightforward person. But with what has happened here, I should tell you guys that I'm so devastated and I'm so disappointed in whatever thing that has happened. So if you have any comments or any suggestions on how I can handle this issue, I know it's different from country to country how they treat labor laws. I know about that. I've read about that. Even when I was taking him in, I was aware of the fact that maybe at one point in time he could come back. That's why I did not even sign any contract with him to say you're staying at my place and this is what I did. I just gave him that opportunity to say, okay, stay here and sort yourself out. So guys, I should say this is what I have for you today. To say I'm so disappointed. I've been drawn down and I've been trodden upon. Like Macbeth, I'm saying, sometimes the love that follows us is our enemy. Be careful when you're making your decisions. Bye-bye for the time being. See you tomorrow.